Well, ahoy chums and welcome aboard. I hope you've already gone to the can and have a beer in your hand, cause if not, you better yell to your sweet baboo to get popping. Cause that's right, this week's episode of the Fishing with Captain Steve Outdoor Adventure Show has begun. And as usual, we've outdone ourselves. We're coming to you from Livingstone, Zambia, the home of Victoria Falls. And I think you're going to like it. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Whenever I fly Zambian Air, I like to have a cold Mossy. Mossy beer, the drink of Zambia.
Mossy. Well, chums, we tried to keep our arrival time a secret, but apparently the word got out that Captain Steve would be in town, and the locals were there to welcome me. This gentleman is checking us in the immigration. He's wearing a real ivory bracelet. You don't see that every day in the USA. After getting through customs, then it was a ride to the Jolly Boys Backpackers Lodge. I say,
Is that a Shabin?
Store? Grocery? Here's a Shabin drop-in pub. Local Shabin chums. Is the bus stop? Is this Main Street?
This is our main road. To your left, this is the curio shops. This is where you can buy your curios from. They are so many, but this is the main market. This is our beautiful town. We've got a lot of banks. This one, the first one to your right, is Barclays Bank. There's the Standard Chartered Bank. That is the post office. You've seen that one? That is the post office.
Yeah, lots of banks.
There's another bank here. Yeah, and ATMs also over there, Brent. This is the museum. Immediately you hear the museum, just know that you are somewhere nearer to where?
We're here. One thing you can say, when you're in Zambia, a Mossy makes everything right. We're at the Jolly Boys Backpackers Lodge, and maybe the videographer will pan around and show you what it's like sitting around outside in the common area. Jolly Boys Backpackers Lodge was originally a brothel, and thus that's where the name Jolly Boys comes from. They cater mostly to the youngsters and backpackers, but they do have real rooms. Hotel rooms, or you can tent outside. This was our hotel room. It's supposed to have heat, but as you can see, when Miss Bean's dressed to go to bed, it wasn't a whole lot. But they did have nice staff, and they did have Mossy, and they do have cats. And anyone who has cats can't be all bad.
Shower.
What can I say, chums? I'm not sure I'd give it a 5-star rating, but it worked. Price was right. Well, chums, then we rented a cab to head on down to see the falls.
This is Zambezi River right here?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see the smoke that thunders. I can see it over there.
Our first view is from the bridge that joins Zimbabwe and Zambia. It's a railroad bridge and auto bridge.
All I have is 20 rand on. So, and I know, and I don't want to take it.
Don't fall into the trap, okay?
The locals do try to separate you from your money. You do have to be careful. There's the falls, chums. But the baboons rule the bridge.
Oh, 2 babies. Huh? Hello, chums.
Yeah, well, they got to get back over to the Zimbabwean side.
Who's in charge, the humans or the baboons? Then it's on to see the real falls, in which you might need a rain suit, which they rent. That's right, chums, it's Captain Steve. Ahoy and welcome aboard. We're here at Victoria Falls in Zambia. Behold! The locals refer to it as Mosi Otunye, the smoke that thunders. And it's appropriate. Mosi beer is named after this very Mosi Otunyo. Mosi. So that's it from the falls, chums. And now we're going to go past the poor truck drivers that don't have enough money to bribe the guards to get across the bridge and head back into town to go to the bazaar. And this was really something. If you want to trade with them, chums, I would recommend you bring soccer balls. Soccer balls are as good as gold in Zambia.
Yeah, this is Danny talking to Debbie in Livingston, Zambia, Africa.
Madam.
These are big food. One. I can show you.
Then me for the boat. Next.
Never mind. Here's what we do. The big five, the hippo, one of each. A zebra and the big five, a hippo and the big five.
You see? It's a big five.
No, the little ones even trade.
Oh, I want the.
It's a big five.
He wants to trade in 70 kwaches too. No.
No. We can't do that.
No, me for the boat.
Because I get trade, I'll eat nothing. I'm really hungry.
Okay, wait.
Just direct trade. Yeah, for the boat. Yeah, direct.
Let's see what we're doing for the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
What color?
Oh man.
The ball for this?
This one is not mine. This one. Then come, you choose the one you like.
Madame, go see what you like.
Let's see anything in here.
The big elephant. This one.
Yeah.
Not for the ball.
Let's make a good deal, sir. Let's make a good deal. Let's make a better deal.
Of course, without wasting much of your time.
What, for the baskets?
Yes. Okay, choose, madam. Choose.
Well, chums, hang on to that soccer ball until you get a stuffed warthog. Then we're off for next week's episode. We're crossing the Zambezi River on a ferry. This was quite an experience in itself, folks. I sure hope you've enjoyed this show, but if you haven't, maybe you'll like next week's even better. We're going to Chobe Park in Botswana. There are elephants and hippos buku. I don't think anybody could see any more elephants than you're fixing to see on next week's show. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Fishing with Captain Steve Outdoor Adventure Show. Ta-ta, chums.
Ha ha ha!